Welcome to Audrey's reading area. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Caden. I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. Well, welcome to Audrey's reading area. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 8 o'clock p.m.
Live live at 8. Alexa, what time is it? Might be a little
It's
late.
8:03 p.m.
So I am just a little late, but I am here.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome. And thanks for the continued thanks. You just made this AI's day.
How are you guys on this T-shirt Thursday? T-shirt Thursday. T-shirt Thursday. Yes, guess what I'm going to read about? Because today, yes, Star Wars. Today's Star Wars Day, National Star Wars Day. I don't even know why they dedicated that. Maybe the first Star Wars came out today. I'm going to try to figure out why today is National Star Wars Day. So in the meantime, I'm going to be reading you a book, Star Wars, I Want to Be a Jedi. I want to be a Jedi. I apologize. These are the only characters that I have from Star Wars. My sister, shout out to my big sister Rita. She is a big Star Wars fan. I have Chewbacca. This is supposed to be Yoda, but I think that's his son. And I have Darth Vader. My sister has so many other characters like Yoda and all those other things. I've got so many Star Wars books that I have got to get some characters. If you have any Star Wars characters that you don't want, please just let me know. Just contact me somehow. Audrey's Reading Area 1218 at gmail.com. And let me know if you have any Star Wars characters that you want to just give away. Then I can use for my props in the background. But today, and thank you in advance, today, Star Wars, I Want to Be a Jedi. Meet Jedi Knights and Masters and find out what it takes to join their ranks. I Want to Be a Jedi. Looks like it's written by Simon Beecroft. Simon Beecroft. Stunning photographs combined with lively illustrations and engaging age-appropriate stories. Okay. Multi-level reading program guaranteed to capture the children's interest while developing their reading skills and general knowledge. So, we have Yoda here with a lightsaber in his hand. That's a lightsaber. And as you can see, Darth Vader has his lightsaber. Didn't have one, so I used foil. Don't tell anybody. Okay. And I'm going to read the note to parents at the end. You can look at it now, pause, and read. But I want to read the story to my listeners first. The Jedi. Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Jedi. If you want to be a Jedi, you must learn all about Jedi ways. You must train hard. The Jedi are the best fighters in the galaxy, but their job is to keep the peace. A Jedi trains hard for many years. Then he or she travels around the galaxy to wherever there is trouble. The Jedi do all they can to bring peace without using violence. They do all they can. A Jedi learns about a powerful energy field called the Force. May the Force be with you. The Force is everywhere. A Jedi must be able to understand and use the Force. Great power. The Force is a special energy. This is Yoda, by the way. This is Yoda. You cannot see the Force, but you can learn to feel it. Yoda, a Jedi, uses the Force to help others in the galaxy. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jedi usually go on missions in pairs. Long training. To be a Jedi, you must start your training when you are very young. First, you will be a youngling. If you pass the test, you become a Padawan learner. Padawan learner. This means you are training to be a Jedi, but you are not yet a Jedi. If you train hard for several years and pass more tests, you will become a Jedi Knight. Jedi Knight. Wow. See them with their lightsabers? When you are a Padawan, you will go on missions, but never alone. A more experienced Jedi will always go with you. A Jedi Master is the most experienced Jedi of all. One day, if you continue to learn and train, you too could become a Jedi Master. Then you will train other younger Jedi apprentices. This is how the Jedi Order works. So look at the spaceship, by the way. When you start to go on missions, you will fly in many kinds of spaceships. This large ship usually carries important politicians. Special powers. Jedi can come from anywhere in the galaxy. When they are very young, a boy or girl discovers that they have a special power. Perhaps they can move objects with their mind, or they can do something really fast. They are using the Force without realizing it. This means that they could be a good Jedi. One such person was Anakin Skywalker. Although he was very young, he was a great pilot. He flew a very fast machine called a pod racer and won a very dangerous race. A Jedi Master called Qui-Gon Jinn, pronounced Qui-Gon Jinn, met Anakin and decided to train him to be a Jedi. Qui-Gon Jinn thought that Anakin could become a great Jedi. So Anakin Skywalker is determined to win the pod race. Jedi in training. When you begin training to be a Jedi, you must leave your home and your parents. It's hard to leave behind everyone you love, so you must really want to be a Jedi. You travel from your home to a big planet at the center of the galaxy. A building called the Jedi Temple will be your home for the rest of your life. Here is where your Jedi training begins. And they're talking about the new home right here. See the new home? A Jedi Temple is a gigantic building where all Jedi live. They train and they work. It contains training halls, meeting rooms, libraries, and huge hangars for spaceships. Using a training device, Jedi Master Yoda teaches the younglings how to see without using their eyes. Can you imagine? Learning to see without using their eyes. At the Jedi Temple, you have many classes to learn all the Jedi skills. You learn to control your emotions so that you do not feel fear, anger, or hatred. You learn to use the Force. Sometimes you will wear a special training helmet that covers your eyes. You will learn to see only by using the Force. Interesting. Master and learner. When you are training to be a Jedi, you spend a lot of time with your teacher. Your teacher will be a Jedi Master. You will travel everywhere together. You must always be prepared to learn from your teacher. Anakin Skywalker's teacher was called Obi-Wan Kenobi, pronounced Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin felt that Obi-Wan was holding him back. Anakin does not always listen to what Obi-Wan Kenobi tells him. Hope you guys always listen to what your parents tell you. Anakin believes that Chancellor Palpatine is a good man and listens to his advice. Anakin was impatient to become a Jedi Knight. He was more powerful than most Jedi, but he did not always obey the rules of the Jedi Order. Anakin shared his feelings of frustration with Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin thought that Palpatine was a good friend to him. Forbidden marriage. Jump right into forbidden marriage. Like everyone, the Jedi can fall in love, but they must not allow any strong emotions to get in the way of defending the galaxy. The Jedi are forbidden to marry because strong emotional attachments can cloud their judgment and stop them from doing their jobs well. Anakin Skywalker knew that he was not allowed to get married, but he fell in love with a beautiful woman called Padme Amidala. Padme Amidala. Amidala. I'm going to say Amidala. Anakin and Padme secretly got married. If anyone found out that Anakin was married, he would have to stop being a Jedi. Oh boy. The Jedi Council. Look at Yoda. The most powerful and wise Jedi sit on the Jedi High Council. Their job is to make all the most important decisions. 12 Jedi sit on the council at any one time. The Jedi Council meets in one of the tall towers of the Jedi Temple. Two of the most important members of the Jedi Council are Yoda and Mace Windu. This is Mace Windu. Yoda is a very wise, green-skinned alien who is many hundreds of years old. Mace Windu is a human Jedi with great powers of thought. Yoda and Mace are both highly skilled with the Jedi's only weapon, which is called a lightsaber. Lightsaber. Lightsabers. This is what it looks like before the beam, and this is what it looks like when the beam is out. Lightsabers work like swords, but the blade is not made of metal. A lightsaber blade is made of glowing energy that can be many different colors. It is much more powerful than a metal blade, so a Jedi must learn how to use it safely and carefully. This is an important part of Jedi's training. This is Qui-Gon protects Queen Amidala from a battle droid. Check that out with the lightsaber. Jedi must never use their lightsabers to attack others. They must use them only to defend and protect. Jedi are taught to respect life in any form. Jedi build their own lightsabers, so every lightsaber is different. If you lose your lightsaber, you must build another one yourself. Lightsaber handle. You hold your lightsaber by the handle. When you activate it, the blade comes out of the end. The blade can slice through almost anything. Lightsaber combat. The Jedi use their lightsabers to defend themselves and others. Lightsabers can stop objects or deflect blaster fire. They can slice open sealed doors. Sometimes a Jedi has to fight someone else with a lightsaber. The Jedi use many fast moves to block their opponent. They use the Force to make their movement faster. They also use the Force to guess what moves their opponent will make, even before they have made them. So this is Jedi Master Qui-Gon fights a deadly enemy named Darth Maul. Mind tricks. The Jedi can use the Force to influence the actions of other people. With a special wave of the hand, a Jedi can tell a person what he or she wants them to think or do. The person repeats back what the Jedi has just said, unaware that the Jedi has put the thought in their mind. This is called a Jedi mind trick. Jedi mind tricks only work on certain people. They do not work on everyone. Certain strong-willed people can resist the Jedi mind trick. And here it goes, all in the mind. Once Obi-Wan used the Jedi mind trick on a small-time criminal. He convinced the crook to start living an honest life. How cool is that? Anakin Skywalker used to be a slave owned by a flying alien called Watto. Qui-Gon tried to free Anakin by using a mind trick on Watto, but Watto could not be influenced. Mind powers. Jedi can also use the Force to move objects without touching them. For a Jedi, there is no difference between a large object and a small object. A skilled Jedi can move objects of any size, large or small. A great teacher, Yoda, taught a young Jedi called Luke Skywalker how to lift heavy objects using the Force. At first, Luke found it hard to believe it was possible. Do you see? Do you see what I see? Yep. Wise Jedi like Yoda can lift very heavy objects using their mind alone. Yoda can lift heavy rocks and even raise a spaceship out of a swamp. Jedi mind powers are also useful if a Jedi drops his lightsaber in a battle. He can quickly make it jump back into his hand using the Force. Jedi equipment. The Jedi carry certain special tools when they go on a mission. They never know what they might need. They carry their tools on a special belt called the utility belt. They can hang their lightsabers on their utility belt. The belt also holds a medical kit, tools, food capsules, and a special communication device called a comlink. The Jedi use comlinks to send and receive messages. Qui-Gon uses his comlink to speak with Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the comlink. Qui-Gon uses his hollow projector to show realistic pictures of a spaceship. Hologram of a spaceship. Another useful Jedi device is called a hollow projector, which enables a Jedi to record an image and then play it back later. A hollow projector can also transmit a moving image of yourself to someone else, like a video link. This is a hollow projector. Special missions. Special missions require special equipment. If you are going to swim underwater, like this guy here, for a very long time or long periods of time, you will need a Jedi breather. It fits into your mouth so you can breathe air through it. It holds enough air to last for 2 hours. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi once used breathers to reach an underwater city on the planet of Naboo. Another useful device is a pair of macro binoculars. They electronically zoom in on objects that are very far away. They even work in the dark. Tracer beacon. If you want to keep track of a suspect, you can stick a tracer beacon to their spaceship. It sends signals that enable you to follow the spaceship. They got some nice little gadgets going on with Star Wars, huh? Deadly enemies. This is Darth Sidious. Darth Sidious. Deadly enemies. The Jedi's deadly enemies are called the Sith. The first Sith were once Jedi, but they turned bad. Most Jedi use the Force for good, but the Sith use the dark side of the Force to gain great powers. They want greater powers. Wow, the Sith want to destroy the Jedi. A long time ago, the Sith and the Jedi fought a war. The Jedi defeated the Sith, or so they thought. Unknown to the Jedi, one Sith master survived. The Sith master secretly trained one other person so his skills would be passed on when he died. For 1,000 years, each Sith master trained one other person to keep the Sith skills alive. The final Sith master was called Darth Sidious. Darth Sidious. He planned to destroy the Jedi once and for all. Do you think he's going to do it? Let's see. Sith battles. Sidious trained a ferocious alien called Maul. Maul had tattoos all over his head and horns on his skull. You see him? Mm-hmm. His teeth were razor sharp and his eyes were yellow. Maul fought with a deadly lightsaber with 2 blades, one at each end. He was a very fast fighter, and the dark side of the Force gave him terrifying strength. Sidious sent Maul to kill Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Maul killed Qui-Gon, but he was eventually defeated by Obi-Wan. This is Dooku. When Maul was killed, Sidious had to find someone else to train. He found a Jedi master called Dooku. Dooku had left the Jedi Order and could not resist the chance to become a Sith. War. Unusual enemy. Let's read that one first. The Jedi and the Sith are usually the only people who use lightsabers. However, the Sith Count Dooku trained a mandroid to use a lightsaber. The lightsabers. His name was General Grievous. General Grievous fought with stolen lightsabers. Each time he killed a Jedi in battle, he took the Jedi's lightsaber. Grievous was a deadly foe because his 2 mechanical arms could split into 4. This meant he could fight with 4 lightsabers at the same time. During a war in the galaxy, Grievous fought Obi-Wan Kenobi. Grievous wanted to kill Obi-Wan and steal his lightsaber. The battle was ferocious. But in the end, Obi-Wan managed to defeat Grievous. Managed to defeat him. War. For thousands of years, the Jedi were peacekeepers in the galaxy. The Jedi had no idea that the Sith were planning to destroy them. Anakin's friend Chancellor Palpatine was actually the Sith Lord Sidious. Sidious created huge armies of droids and started a war in the galaxy. The first battle was on a dusty red planet called Geonosis. I'm getting it. I'm getting the pronunciation. The droid armies attacked the Jedi. Massive tanks on giant legs walked across the battlefield, firing all the time. Many Jedi were killed. Next, the droid armies began to attack planets, one after another. Look at that. Brave generals. When war began, the Jedi had to stop the droid armies from attacking every planet in the galaxy. There were far fewer Jedi in the galaxy than droid armies. Many Jedi became great generals. Yoda was commander of all the armies, with Mace alongside him. It says Jedi Knight Ayala Secura goes into battle on a boggy world covered in giant fungus plants. That's her. The Jedi fought battles on many strange planets. Ayala Secura went to a planet covered in dense jungles to stop an enemy attack. Ki-Adi Mundi led an army to a dangerous enemy planet covered with crystals. Ki-Adi Mundi is a Jedi master of great power and skill. Jedi pilots. The Jedi are some of the best pilots in the galaxy. Often they use their force powers when they are flying spaceships. Anakin Skywalker is one of the best pilots in the galaxy. He can fly at top speed using his force powers. The Jedi can fly many kinds of vehicles, including flying cars called air speeders. Once Obi-Wan piloted an underwater ship called a bongo. Anakin uses all his Jedi skills to fly an airspeeder through a busy city. Look at that. We're going to introduce you to him. Oh, my favorite. When the Jedi go on missions, they often fly small ships called starfighters. There is just enough space for the Jedi pilot and a small droid. Obi-Wan pilots his Jedi starfighter away from danger. See? This guy here, boy, pilot droids. Pilot droids sit in spaceships with Jedi and help them to reach their destination. This droid is called R2-D2. Yes, R2-D2. Love him. Love him, love him, love him. R2-D2. Space battle. During the War in the Galaxy, Jedi flew small attack ships called interceptors. They are faster than ordinary starfighters. During a crucial space battle of the war, hundreds of spaceships fought each other. Anakin made many brave attacks in his interceptor. Obi-Wan flew close by Anakin in his own ship. Obi-Wan's ship was hit by enemy fire. Although he was in great danger, he managed to land his ship and get out just in time. Anakin and Obi-Wan fly into the heart of the space battle. Look at that. Dark side. The worst thing a Jedi can do is to turn away from the good side of the Force and begin using the dark side. One of the most powerful Jedi of all, Anakin Skywalker, turned to the dark side during the war. Whoa. The evil Sith Lord Sidious persuaded Anakin to join him and become a Sith. Anakin turned away from his loving wife, Padme, and attacked the Jedi Temple. He killed many Jedi. Anakin even tried to kill his oldest friend and teacher, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan did not want to fight his old friend, but he had no choice. It took all his strength and powers, but in the end, he thought he had killed Anakin. He was wrong. Oh boy. He was wrong. A new era. The war was the most dangerous time the galaxy had ever seen. Millions of people died, including nearly all of the Jedi. The evil Sith Lords won the war and ruled the galaxy. Anakin also survived and ruled alongside Emperor Palpatine. Now he was called Darth Vader, and he wore a black helmet. Darth Vader. A few Jedi survived. This says Darth Vader has the body of Anakin Skywalker, but he has turned to the dark side of the Force. A few Jedi survived. They hid until the time was right to destroy the Sith. They were led by Anakin's children, Luke and Leia. That's Princess Leia. After many long battles, the Sith were destroyed. As long as there are Jedi, there is hope for the galaxy. May the Force be with you. So here it says Luke Skywalker never thought he would become a Jedi, but he did. Down here it says Luke Skywalker is the son of Anakin and Padme. Aw. The end. The end. The end. So may the Force be with you. May the Force be with you. All right, you guys. Thanks for being here and listening to me read fun and exciting books like this on this T-shirt Tuesday. T-shirt Tuesday, you guys. Thanks for being here. Shout out to my mom, who is always here listening and supporting. Thanks to all of you who go to, who click like and click share, then who goes to YouTube, looks for Audrey's Reading Area and smashes that subscribe button. Thank you guys. Thank all of you for doing that. Thank you especially to my girl, yes, Victoria, and my cousin Ellie, who share my videos all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, It is time to say goodbye on this fabulous T-shirt Thursday. And I'll see you again tomorrow, live, Live, live at 8, tomorrow. And don't forget, smash that subscribe button at Audrey's Reading Area and share my videos with everybody. All right. See you tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area.